What's up, everybody? This is your boy 12-inch, and this is ASSN. And in this episode, did we just witness the Chicago Bears whoop ass? Did they catch fire?
This is ASSN. Here's your host, 12-inch.
It's your boy 12-inch, and once again putting my best foot forward for you. Now let's jump right into it. The Chicago Bears put on a display. Did they catch fire? Well, maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe this is the beginning of what's yet to come. You see Justin Fields being more poised, more relaxed. You see the pocket actually sustaining itself for a while to give him enough time so he can throw the ball. I mean, that connection that he has now built with DJ Moore is looking outstanding. And you can't give DJ Moore more props than all the praises for being able to go up and get some of those balls. Some of those balls are 50-50 balls or even less, like super highly skilled balls to catch. The one in the back of the end zone, that was an amazing catch, even an amazing throw. And the way DJ ran the route, he was having Justin throw him open. It was just perfect to the backside pylon. And then the one on the sidelines where Justin kind of threw it almost like a dump, barely like went through the defender's hand, maybe tipped it. And for him to keep the concentration to catch that ball and break off and then go in for the score, that was an amazing show. So far as the Chicago Bears are concerned, although they started off 0-4, I'm seeing the needle pointing up. I have to admit, it is pointing up. You saw like a glimpse of what's yet to come last week. They should have won that game last week. They lost it. But sometimes you have to learn how to win. And how do you learn how to win? By losing. Michael Jordan didn't come into the league just winning all the championships. He had to learn how to win. And he learned it through losing. So, I mean, Justin Fields going off. Right now he's looking quite elite. I believe he has like 8 touchdowns and 1 interception. A miscommunication with Cole Kmet. But outside that, the man has been looking more than fabulous at this particular point in time. He is really turning it around. If he can do it 3 weeks in a row, watch out. Things are really going to start to click between him and Luke Getsy. I just wish that we had the O-line assembled correctly and healthy at the beginning of the season. Then we would really see what's happening. But now you can really, if you're Ryan Poles, really evaluate Justin Fields with Caleb Williams being out there. You have Marvin Harrison Jr. out there as a wide receiver. Now you can actually see what you'll need moving forward because it's looking really good. I think Justin Fields is over 600 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception. This last game with Washington, he went 15 for 29 for 282 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. And those numbers should even be higher. He did miss 1 touchdown to DJ Moore, or maybe 2. Maybe 2. He, the one down the sideline, the ref called it out. I'm very suspicious. I mean, it seems very suspicious. Right now, I didn't see anything where it looks like he stepped out. As you can see right here, that's the closest shot I can find. But he played the ball well. He was running down the sideline. DJ Moore, his stats should be just through the roof. I mean, this guy's putting up numbers. He's never had a dynamic quarterback of this caliber. And they're just finally being able to connect on a level where they're beginning to know each other. And you can see the formula. You can see everything happening and unfolding right here in front of you. DJ Moore went off for 8 receptions, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, as long as 58 yards. And we all know that he should have more yards than that. He might have like 260 yards and 4 touchdowns at least. So that's looking good. And the Bears running game, even though the Bears were down so many running backs, pretty much everybody was hurt in this game outside Khalil Herbert. And Khalil Herbert showed up and showed out. 10 carries, 76 yards. That's an average of 7.6 yards a clip. And as long as a 34. The only problem is I hope he gets better with his mini bye. But Justin Fields breaking, rolling out to the left. Tries to do a little dump pass to him. Throws it short. He basically bends over, folds in half backwards to try to catch that ball. And they say it's an ankle injury. But it looked like it could have been knee, hip flexor as well, you know, especially when you're trying to cut. But we'll see. He has time to heal. He was able to get up, walk around, come back in, show his guts, show his heart. got the ball behind the line of scrimmage, tried to cut left. He just laid over, knowing that his body wasn't able to perform the way his mind was trying to perform. Otherwise, that would have been a good run too. And that's totally opposite of Jay Cutler, where he had a soft tissue injury in the national championships, in the NFC championships, and decided to ride a bicycle and never come back into the game. So I like the guts. Matt Eberflus, I think he called a good game. This time he went for the field goal when he should have went for the field goal. I think Luke Getsy is showing his real playbooks now. Looks like he's cutting Justin loose, and Justin is making all of the throws.
ASSN.
Now, getting into the Washington Redskins, I think they got a bright future. I really look forward to see what they do down the road. With the new ownership of Magic Johnson, Magic is a winner. That's his pedigree. He's a champion. You saw what he did with the Lakers. You saw what he has done with the Dodgers, and I believe he's going to do the same with Washington. He's going to reflect himself on that team. He's a part owner and a great personality, a great guy to have on your corner. He really understands sports, not just basketball, and I really look forward to see what he does, especially with the draft coming up, and let's see what they do in free agency. But first, we got to get through this season. But Sam Howell does look like a winner. Ron Rivera, we all know he's a great coach. He was also a great player. We've seen what Ron Rivera can do. I know there's a lot of bickering and rumors swirling about Ron Rivera and his future there and whether this new ownership will keep him. But I think Ron is more than capable. I know he's a defensive head coach. But at the same time, I think he's a guy that can actually lead the ship forward. You're going to have some rough seas at times. You're going to have some high seas. But with the young talent and what they're assembling in Washington, D.C., I'd say they're putting everybody on notice in the next 2 or 3 years. As far as this year is concerned, I believe the Eagles have the East locked up. I don't see that changing. And then Dallas coming in at second. And then right after that, I have D.C. But it is a division where I can see D.C. really challenging for that top spot or top perch with the Eagles. But all in all, that was an excellent football game, and Chicago got its first win. Its first win in almost 1 calendar year. I think it was like 342 days since they've seen a victory. That's mind-boggling, especially for the oldest team in the whole NFL. You know, with the fan base like the Chicago Bears have, you know, that's embarrassing. But sometimes when you're building and you have a whole bunch of new people, last year, you got to remember, last year they were tanking, you know, so they can have that pick. Nobody likes to admit that they're tanking, but the team wasn't good enough and you traded off all your assets like Khalil and so forth. But as of right now, you're beginning to see the rebuild process, and the trajectory is up. Is Matty Eberflus the guy? We'll find out, because there has some gaffes, but then again, he's never been a head coach, and he's growing as well. Luke Getsy, is he the guy to call the plays? I believe he has the potential. I don't like what I saw in the first 4 games. I really don't. Maybe the first 3 games. I really don't. I don't like what I saw in the first, 4 or 5 games last year. But he has the ability to adjust. And I think if he uses Justin and his playbook to fit his personnel, then he's going to have an explosive offense, and you're going to have a winning situation. So I think you should stick to that. You know, you can't go out here as a carpenter and use your hammer as your screwdriver and your screwdriver as a hammer. You have to use your tools as they need to be applied. Yo, that's our show. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that button. Tick that notification bell. We're going to be coming at you every Thursday, and we got a plethora of more stuff coming up. You know, the sports world never stops. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves and this weekend and keep on smiling. But next time we pull up in your YouTube feed, just know you're going to have to buckle up because you're going to get your ass.